Alright. Gotta wake up. Who's ready? Hi guys, it's Cody with the Golden Guppy. We got a nice order today. Good nice order. So we're gonna jump right into it, but there should be some cool stuff in here. Let's see here. Starting out strong with some dwarf frogs. More big chunky boys. That's what we like to see. Big round bellies. They're growing out a little more than sometimes they come in so young they haven't gained weight yet. Oh, some big bamboo flower, Singapore flower shrimp. I don't know, whatever you call them, but I do. They have multiple names. It's a filter feeding community shrimp. So even though they're quite large invertebrate, they are not predatory. So very cool. Good for community tanks, like little King Kong in there, swinging around. Balloon belly German blue rams. Look at those. They got the gold and the blue and the big round bellies and long fins. Oofta. They're kind of tubby. Chubby tubby. I know somebody who's been waiting on these. We got some nice female candy koi betas. Looking good. We have some cool betas coming in. So keep an eye out for some sweet betas. What was that? You stealing my mono? Got a mono shrimp. I had 2 bags, but Katie stole one. She's a thief. We got some con color blue cories. Looking good. The bag's not really showing off their bluiness. Ember tetras. Another, they get quite red, so they will color up fairly quickly here. Awesome smaller community fish. Great in planted tanks because the red really contrasts with the green. Some assassin snails. Big old assassins. We got some luminatus rainbows. This is a fish that you give it a little time and they definitely come out with some really awesome color. They get like a blue flaking iridescence to them and they get bright red. Very cool fish. Oh, ho, 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 ho. We have a fancier redfin Strenella pleco. Super cool pleco. Obviously, plecos are always harder to get on camera. We got some sun-kissed Neocaridina shrimp, which is more of like a yellowish orange. Butterfly. So African butterfly is a top swimming predator. In the wild, they would eat a lot of insects off the top of the water. In captivity, we usually don't have an issue getting them to eat pretty much anything that hits the top. Freeze-dried food is always good for them because it kind of floats, and they love that. Let's see here, we got some white clouds, it looks like. Some gold white clouds. I will say gold white clouds are quite underrated. They get super bright yellow with bright red tails. So always a good contrast, when, especially since yellow isn't the most common in schooling fish, especially when you have a lot of it, like lemon tetras and stuff have a little. Got some green neons. These guys are a little bigger than what we've seen before, but still small, just not eensy teeny weeny. So some good green neons. I will say that green line tends to pop quite a bit. There's something different about them. Let's see, strawberry rasboras. Another smaller rasbora. Good nano planted tank fish. And that community realm, especially if you're trying to keep small mouths so you can keep shrimp with them and stuff. We got some military helmet snails. They're a little bit darker green. I wouldn't take too much color advice from me. I'm not good at my colors. Let's see here. We got some zebra narrates. They got them the good old stripes on them, and then we got the onion narrates, which have like more spots and like more some broad striped ones in there too. Ooh, blue velvet shrimp. We got them dark blue shrimp, looking good. Very active. Some fork-tailed blue-eye rainbows, or also known as furcadas. A smaller rainbow gets some yellow finnage and bright blue eyes. Very cool fish for a smaller tank, especially if you're looking for something with a little more activity. They tend to move around a lot, so. That was the first box of many. Let's see here. Got some black emperor tetras. These are fish, they'll turn jet black in like 20 minutes. They do not like to be in the bag, so we'll get them out and they should be good. Some more regular white clouds. And then I got one more bag here of red cherries. What are these technically? Yeah, red cherries. These look almost fire red. They're very nice. We'll pass that along to Katie. Great. Okay, we get some good stuff. Some Corys. So we got Julie Corys. Those are looking good. I should also mention somebody just brought us in some smaller panda Corys that were locally bred. So if you're into those, snatch those up. I got some blue opaline grammies. Looking like a snack. Don't eat them. Don't eat them. Ooh, I don't even want to show you these. These are mine. We got some black star female betas. So let's see if we can get the camera to focus on these. Oh, it's not really going to do them the justice. Look at that. There we go. You can see that blue like flaking in them. Hence the blue star. I know people are going to be pumped about these because female betas you can get more than one. So that's exciting. We got some blue vipers, looks like. Blue wood shrimp, they're calling them, or viper shrimp is another name for them. These guys get fairly large, and they get quite blue. Very cool fish. Similar, another filter feeder, so they're not going to be predatory towards your fish, and very similar to like the bamboo flowers. You're going to want a tank that's a little bit more established for those guys. Kind of a biofilm dependent as part of their diet. They need that little nutrient. Something they're missing from that. So you want to make sure your tank is fairly well cycled, but as long as it's been up for a few months, you should be all right. With fish. That's the key word, with fish. We got some lemon tetras. Wee little buddies, but looking good. You see their full fin extension, schooling in the bag. That's what we like to see. I already did that. Beta. Alright, we're gonna go through betas here quick. I got a bunch of betas, so this is gonna be a little beta section. We got, hold on, I gotta sort them in my hand. A green alien. Now if you don't know, green aliens are actually a cross with a wild type beta, and they get these amazing colors. Look at that. He's not, yeah, he's showing off a little bit, but he doesn't know where the camera is. Alright, we got a half moon male. Looking good. Look at that. He's like a Superman half moon. We got a, I don't want to drop any. Another half moon. This is more of like a steely blue black. Looking great. Let's see here. I got another blue half moon. More of a solid blue. Look at that cobalt, I would say. We got another one here, a blue and white. Looking good. Yeah, I knew this was gonna be a good beta order because Katie was freaking out. You know, she loves her betas. We got kind of like a steely green, blue mustard gas half moon. Look at that. Killer. Killer, killer. So if you want some, this is a half moon, more of like a copper color to them. Looking good. And we have another kind of mustard gas-ish half moon. Two more here out of this box, and I think there's even more yet, but don't hold me to that because another blue-white half moon. It's got those white tips to it, looking very good. Alrighty, here, what do we got? Some, looks like some violet cories. You know, cories, awesome community bottom feeder. I do like the violets. They're one of those fish that you give them a little time to grow out, their color really pops. But you gotta be a little patient with those guys. Got some pygmy cories, not panda cories. Pygmy cories. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, we got more betas. All right, here. All right. We are gonna, I don't even know how to do this. Looks like these guys got shipped pretty good. So we got a black samurai placat, which is looking good. Let's see here, we have it's more of a splendid. I will say sometimes the cups do the camera really, really well, and sometimes they don't. So we'll see how lucky we get here today. Another splendid. It's funny because you turn the cups are so round. When you turn them, the fish doesn't move. The bags are more oblong, so you turn them, the fish moves. Another nice splendid, kind of a Superman-esque color. I got a blue half moon. See what I mean? Like you move the bag and the fish moves. Cups don't do that. All right, we got a green. Whoa, actually, never mind. This is a violet alien. Violet copper. Look at that. That's killer. He's not showing his face, but it's special. He has a special face. It's good. I'm getting mean mugged over here. Let's see here. Green alien beta. Or, yeah. Another green alien. The green aliens are very cool. Green is just such a weird color to see in fish. That's like, got a nice half moon here, which is kind of platinum and red. We have a nice blue splendid with some red pectoral fins. Ooh, we got a mustard gas placat. Is that what they're calling them? Yeah, mustard gas placat. It's got the nice uniform blue body with the blue rim. It's kind of a primo mustard gas placat. You don't see them like that all the time. All right, what do we got here? Another kind of more of a cotton candy splendid with the blue and the pink. It's got some pink in his tail. I don't know if you can see that. Got another one here. Similar kind of dealio. And one more. We got a confetti beta. So it's got, you know, more of that koi-esque patterning. I'm not sure what dictates confetti. More betas here. Got a whole nother bag. Whole nother bag. Let's see, we got another alien. Oh no, the lid says alien, but it's actually a half moon koi. That's a killer one. I can see this is, I mean, he looks good on camera, but it's not doing him justice. I can tell you that right now. We got a Dumbo, which if you don't know, Dumbos have the big pectoral fins, so they're very fluttery. Very cool fish. I will say they tend to be more of loungers because they have so much fin. So you don't need to worry about that. They are kind of just like that. We got some candy half moon. Looking good. It's more of like a blue marble with that green tail. Very cool. We have another, ooh, this is called a blue crush placat. Looking good. He's got like a white mohawk. Very nice. If you are looking for a beta and you're not coming in this week, you're missing out. That's how it goes. We got a platinum placat. Stark white placat. If you don't know, a straight white beta with that platinum color and not just kind of like a washed out white, not easy to come by. Something about it is just a harder color to get. Let's see here. We got a Galaxy Koi placat. We got an opaque white half moon. That's a cool one. This one is fairly young, so it's gonna get, I mean, half moons get fairly large with big fins. So it'll look very white and very large very soon. Let's see here. We got a tie-dye placat, is what they're calling it. I think a lot of the weird kois could be kois, but that doesn't mean they're not cool. All right, we got a Hellboy placat. This guy is pretty cool because he has a fairly uniform, like, kind of tail veining in them. Very nice. All right, we got another, was this a Dumbo half moon? So you can see those big pectoral fins fluttering around in there. They're pretty impressive when they like face off and flare, because they got, you know, they'll flare their gills and then their pectoral fins get flared. We have a half moon koi. Looking good. Everybody's oogling these. Alright, I got a Dumbo half moon. See if I can get him to... Nope. And then we have another Dumbo. Looking good, kind of a blue, red, and white Dumbo. Alright. On to different fish other than betas. We got Clown Plecos. Some black neons. That's another, I mean, a lot of the smaller schooling tetras, they wash out a little bit. They're gonna have like that black kind of belly with that bright silver line and the black neons. We got some dwarf chain loaches. Looking good. We got, this is none of your business. No, I'm kidding. We have a, we'll sell it. We'll sell it. We have, I don't know, this bag's not gonna do him justice. He's like triple bagged. This is a help. Here we go. No. Gold Nugget Pleco. He's making us work for it. He knows where to hide. I can't find him. Good belly on him, which is good. You don't want to see plecos with sunken in tummies. And then we have a smaller peacock eel. So he'd be a fun one to grow out. Whipping around in there. Alright, we got some rummy nose tetras. They're gonna get bright red noses in like 20 minutes. That's just how it goes here. Fish color up fast. We got some twig cats. Some Farewella vitata. Very cool. It's a fish that looks like a stick. So they tend to hang out, you know, near driftwood or along the wall. And I will say in store they tend to get overlooked sometimes because they look like sticks. But they're very cool. Very unique fish. Are you stealing bags? She's stealing them. She's trying to hide them from you guys. We got some marbled hatchets. Hatchets being another one. They're gonna get quite a bit more. Pretty much any of those lighter striations are gonna get fairly black pretty quick here. Awesome community fish, schooling fish. They're kind of dependent on one another. Solid lid is very important. They are a top swimming fish, so whenever they get nervous or scared, they skitter across the surface of their water with their big bellies. We got some blood-finned tetras. And we got some pork chop rasboras. Very similar to the rasbora hets, but a little bit smaller, which is nice if you're looking for something a little teeny smaller. We got some, what are these, half moon koi bettas, females. Got some nice yellows in some of these. Very cool. It's not something you see all the time. Got some Kubiti Rasboras. Kubitis are, you do gotta grow them a little bit. Once they settle into your tank, they get like highlighter green with kind of a shimmery purple dorsal to them. Very cool fish. Like I said, green is not an easy color to come by in fish. We got some silver tip tetras. These guys are gonna get a little bit more yellow with some bright silver tips on their fins. Ooh, okay, this is one that we have not had in store before. It is a spade tail checkerboard cichlid. They're super cool fish that are not gonna show themselves on camera very well. The males get some really cool finnage, and you can keep them in like, you know, either a pair, I would say, or like 6 or more. They don't get too aggressive unless they're trying to spawn. If they're trying to spawn, sometimes they get a little bit protective of wherever they're trying to spawn. Think like a pisto-esque a little bit, but you can keep a few more of them together. Ruby tetras. These guys are gonna get that nice ruby gem in their tail. Very cool. We got a blue Phantom Pleco. He's a bigger boy from what we normally see. Very good looking pleco. Look at him. Looking good. Some panda cories. These are tank raised. Some glow light tetras. I said they were tank raised, and now everything else I didn't explicitly say is tank raised. I feel bad about. The glow light tetras, again, tank raised. I'm not gonna start doing that. That's too much. That's too much. We got a lot going on. All right, we got red fin, red Venezuelans. So these get like a red patch kind of behind their head. Another cory that you kind of want to let them color up for a little bit, but they get really awesome as they get larger. Okay, well, we got a bunch of stuff to do. Tons of betas. So if you're looking for a beta or anything else, you definitely got to come check us out. But we're gonna put all these fish away and make sure they are all ready to go to good homes. Have a good one. Thanks for sticking with us. Bye.